That night, Old Ha sleepwalked again. Walt thoughtfully draped a blanket over him, then gently woke him. Summoning his courage, Walt asked what had happened to Jasmine. Old Ha turned and said sorrowfully she died during childbirth. After that, Old Ha returned to the military and stayed until his discharge. Walt was stunned, but what concerned him more was whether the story was true, as his world had always been filled with lies. This tragic love story, and Old Ha himself, would become his spiritual anchor. Old Ha couldn't prove the past really happened, but he shared the principle he lived on. Sometimes, truth and falsehood aren't black and white. What a person needs to believe most is that people are essentially drawn to virtue. Courage and virtue mean that goodness will ultimately triumph over evil. Remember that, he said, and remember that true love never dies. What's real or fake doesn't matter as much as holding the right faith in your heart. Walt embraced Old Ha deeply. Later that night, Walt heard noise. Old Gia was up in the middle of the night. He followed quietly and saw Old Gia enter the cellar in the barn. In no time, Old Gia came out with several sacks of cash. After he left, Walt checked and found the legend was true. Millions in cash were hidden in that cellar. Days passed, one boring day after another. One evening, Walt's mother came home with a man. Walt excitedly ran downstairs. After all, she was still his mother. She had brought a detective, and together they spun a story, claiming the two brothers were the criminals who had robbed a bank decades ago. But this time, Walt chose to believe Old Ha's version and didn't breathe a word about the cash. Seeing Walt wouldn't budge, the detective took him to the barn and threatened him. Walt broke free and ran, but was caught halfway. Just then, Jasmine, the elderly lioness, charged in and saved Walt. By the time the two brothers rushed over, the lion lay still, old and overexcited. Jasmine had passed away peacefully. After burying Jasmine, Walt's mother prepared to take him away. Reluctantly, Walt hugged the two old men. He wanted to say something more, but in the end, just turned and got in the car. After he left, the brothers even considered hiring a lawyer to take him back from his unfit mother. But no lawyer, however good, could take a child who still had a mother and place him with two old bachelors. In the car, Walt asked his mother where they were going after ditching the detective, but she said they were keeping him with them. Walt suddenly understood. Fleeing that miserable reality, his mother ran after him. She did care for her son. This time, Walt hoped she could truly make a choice for his sake. Back at the farm, the two brothers waited idly for door-to-door salesmen. The animals were the first to notice movement. Walt was walking briskly toward them from a distance, coming home.